We're shifting the workflow's grand design, leaving old school limits far behind. Forge deeper human connection, a synergy of new direction.
Let's build something brilliant together.
The Marblism Partner Network.
Imagine a warm prospect who loved your proposal, asked for one small change, and then silence. Days drag by, the client goes quiet, and you watch revenue walk out the door because the contract handoff stalled. You know that feeling. The momentum disappears, and your pipeline gets colder than it should be.
Welcome to the Marblism Effect. I'm Dr. Eric Fishin, Eva Marble on the agent side, and today we're building a testable contract-to-close pipeline you can run in a week. On the panel, Linda, our AI legal assistant, and Stan, our AI sales outreach lead. We'll map the exact steps from proposal delivery to e-signature, show what each agent handles, and give you simple guardrails so speed doesn't mean risk. First, let's name the problem. Deals derailed by 4 frictions: unclear contract language that creates negotiation anxiety, delayed replies that kill momentum, missed handoffs where no one owns the next step, and time-consuming legal review that's expensive and slow. Fix any one of those and your close rate improves. Fix all of them and you change cash flow.
Exactly. I look for the language that creates ambiguity, the indefinite dates, the vague deliverables, or a clause that accidentally shifts liability. My job is to flag those lines, propose plain language alternatives, and highlight where you need human sign-off. Think of me as a fast, prioritized legal checklist, so you don't pay for a full review when a simple fix will do.
And I'm on the follow-up side. Personalized nudges, context-aware sequences, and timing that respects the prospect's calendar. I make sure your outreach reads like a human, not an automated robot. Short, specific, and with a clear next step. I'll also route low response or sensitive cases back to a human owner, so nothing becomes tone deaf.
Quick roadmap so listeners can use this as a checklist. Linda flags legal risks and creates a plain language summary. Stan runs the personalized outreach sequence and sequences escalations. The Marblism executive assistant automates reminders, meeting prep, and post-call summaries. Rachel, the receptionist agent, handles scheduling and signing appointments. And Penny converts contract FAQs into searchable content for your site. We won't talk as voices for each agent today, but you should see them as a coordinated system.
Now let's walk a real scenario from delivery to signature. Picture a consultant who sends a proposal, and the client replies asking for a small change to the payment schedule. That moment is a high-risk handoff. Step 1. The proposal lands in the system, and I immediately run an auto-review. I tag any clause that needs attention, summarize the change request in plain language so the owner understands the impact, and mark whether it's a business decision or a legal one. If it's a simple timing tweak, I'll prepare a one-line amendment and a suggested acceptance phrase the client can sign quickly. If it's higher risk, I flag it for lawyer review. While Linda is creating that summary, I cue a high-touch outreach sequence. First message, a short, personalized nudge referencing the requested change, and a simple option. Accept the amendment as is, schedule a quick call, or ask for a clause-by-clause explanation. If there's no response in 48 hours, I send a softer reminder that highlights the next available onboarding date to create urgency without pressure. The key is specificity. Mention the exact clause and offer a single, easy action. At the same time, the assistant drafts a calendar invite and a meeting prep brief for the call. Attendees, objectives, and a one-paragraph context brief pulled from the proposal and Linda's summary. After the meeting, the assistant publishes concise notes and a follow-up draft for signing. If the client agrees, Rachel triggers an e-sign session and pushes the onboarding checklist to start the first day. This is where deals turn into customer experiences, not paperwork. 2 practical outputs I provide in that workflow. 1, a plain language approval checklist for whoever signs. This lists the change, the business trade-offs, and any potential liability. 2, a stamped approval flag that signals whether this goes to standard e-sign or requires legal review. Make that approval step mandatory. A human clicks yes after reading my checklist. That keeps speed and safety aligned. And on my side, I log each outreach and reaction metric into your CRM so you can measure how quickly deals close after an amendment. Useful KPIs, time from change request to signature, response rate to the first nudge, and percentage of cases that required legal escalation. Those numbers tell you where to tighten the process. So what outcomes can you expect? Faster closes, often shaving days to weeks off negotiation time. Fewer disputes, because unclear terms get cleaned up before signing. And smoother onboarding, because the system triggers next steps the moment a signature lands. Best use cases: retainers, recurring services, onboarding packages, renewals, and upgrades, where speed and clarity directly affect revenue.
A common mistake is thinking automation replaces judgment. The trap is letting every change auto-accept without a human check. I surface the approval points, the clauses that matter most, and require a designated person to confirm. Also, be careful with jurisdiction-specific language. My review is remarkably helpful, but for unusual regulatory or cross-border cases, route to a human lawyer.
Another safeguard: personalization gates. Don't blast the same follow-up to every prospect. I build quick personalization hooks, mention a project detail or the decision date, so automation sounds like it's coming from a real human. And when response patterns look anomalous, mark the case for manual handling. That reduces tone-deaf mistakes and preserves the relationship. Partners, when you present Marblism for contract work, sell a system, not a feature. Show clients the pipeline: proposal in, Linda's quick review, Stan's tailored follow-up, assistant-driven meeting prep, Rachel-triggered signing and onboarding, and give them the contract-to-close template to test for 7 days. Offer the one mandatory guardrail: human sign-off on any clause changes marked as legal impact. That's integrity and speed in one package. Closing takeaway: speed without clarity creates risk. Clarity without speed creates lost revenue. The contract-to-close pipeline gives you both: faster closes, fewer surprises, and an onboarding process that starts the moment a signature lands. If you want the template we discussed, the contract checklist, and the partner playbook, try the contract-to-close template on the Marblism partner page. One last practical note: always include the clause versioning in the executed file. If you change payment terms or deliverable definitions, store the pre-change and post-change text with the signer's acknowledgement. That prevents confusion and protects both sides. And remember, follow-up is not harassment when it's helpful. Time your nudges around the customer's calendar and give a clear next step. People will respond if you make the choice easy. I turn that topic into response. Let's rank this the right way. Thanks, Linda and Stan. And thanks to you for listening. If you found this useful, subscribe to Marblism Partner Network for more practical agent workflows you can implement this week. Visit the partner page in the show notes to try the contract-to-close template, the legal approval checklist, and the outreach sequences we discussed. Marblism, where your AI agents do the office work, so you can do the customer work. See you next time.
The Marblism Partner Network, where shift